Today I'm going to expand on the example that Rob shared last week and do an additional visualization of that. So as you can see here, Rob has shared this Vivid sheet that he created. You can see I have view access only, but he's shared it as a data resource, so I'll be able to use the data in it to build my charts also. So just a review of what he did last week, he showed how we aggregated up the different counts of the ticket types or task types for each assignment group, and then we have totals for each of those columns. The other thing that he did was he created a styled table, and that styled table looks like this. Now last week this is what he put into the report that was shared in VividCharts, but in my case I want to do some additional visualization with that. So one other thing I want to do just to kind of show you a feature here is over here on the right you can say charts that reference the sheet so that we can see what's been built off of this. If we click that, we can see that Rob has a chart that he put on this report built from this data. So anyway, let's go ahead and build a new visualization, and we're going to use this data. So let's go into I'll open a new tab and we'll just go into the instance and we'll open up VividCharts once we load. Okay, so here I want to go ahead and create a new report. Now I want to use VividSheets as a data source, so I need to create a non-filterable slide deck here. And then the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to go add that chart or that table that Rob had to my report. So we got our styled table. We got, let's see. Whoops, sorry, I need to select the Vivid sheet first, and then we'll go tickets by team. We'll hit save. So this gives me that table that he created. So this is what Rob did last week, is he got this far. So I'll put this here. But I want some additional visualization on this thing. I want some, some charts that actually show some bar charts across assignment groups or ticket types. So what I'm going to do is let's go ahead and save that just so we get it saved. Let's go ahead and do the catalog task across the assignment groups. So I'm going to go over into my charts. I'm going to say vertical bar, and the data source here is a Vivid sheet, and we do that. We got summing tickets, and now what I need to do is give the labels and the cell values. So if we go back over here, the labels are A2 to A9. I don't want the total here. So we'll say A2 to A9. And the values, let's see, I think it's probably going to be, yeah, so catalog task is B2 to B9. So B2, B9, we'll hit save. Okay, so we'll style this up a little bit. So we got our assignment groups. I need the labeling here to, let's change the chart colors first. I want just a single color. So we'll do that. We'll change the data labels to just a little bit bigger. And then we'll put on the values. So now you can see we have bars, and if we go here we can see it matches the table here. So we got 18, 8 and zeros across the board there. So let me give this a title, and we got, this is catalog tasks by assignment group. So now we see this kind of visual done quite often where you have a chart visually showing bars or other types of visualizations for the data, and then you have the table of information below it. So I want to create a couple more. Let's go ahead and do the same thing. This data is not super interesting. Let's do it with the incident table. And the easiest way to do that is just to hit copy slide. Now my slide 2, I can just actually go edit that data. And so let's see, incident table is column E. So pretty simple way to do this is I hit save. You can see now I got the incident data, and then I need to go change the title. So we'll say incident tasks. And so we can have a nice, I'm going to go ahead and save that. So we can have a nice slide showing the overall data, but then a visual for each type of task there. But it's pretty simple to also do it by, like, maybe we want to see all the task types for a specific assignment group. I can also do that very easily. I'll just go ahead and copy this again. I just need to select the right data for the chart. So I think vertical bar chart's what I want here again. In this case, it's going to be, let's look at this. It's going to be B2 to F2 and B1 to F1 is the types. So the labels are A2 to, let's see, sorry, to F2, because we're going across, and this is going to be B2 to F2. I think that's correct. This is actually B1 to F1. Okay, so let's save that, see what happens. Yep, so I got catalog. So here I got 1842, so we can see it matches 123 and 0. So this is the IT service desk level 1, so let's change the title. So that's the assignment group. So I probably want to say task counts, let's see, task type counts for that specific group. So again, it's just a representation, a visual representation of the data that's in the charts. Let's go ahead and save that. We'll publish it. And we'll go into the viewer. So now I have my representation of all that data. We can look at it, in a more detailed way, but then also get the overall summation of all the data in the chart below. So again, just another way to visualize the data that Rob created last week in the video for you. Hope that's another way for you to think about visualizing your data, and we'll talk to you again next time.